So you out here trying to hurt my feelings because you think the next... I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because them ain't good enough that I be having you crashing out. You're a lame to me. And you will never equate to me. And it's crazy that I even let you even play with me for such a long time.
Oh yeah. Cardi said, be careful with me because Stefon Dick's ex might need to watch her back because Cardi B just called war on her and it's about to get sticky. Now, everyone. Cardi and Stefon have been trying to convince us that they are the next big thing in Hollywood, but their bubble just burst when she disclosed that he is still in her direct messages. Based on what she said, he was most likely in other aspects of her, if you see what I mean, but it's crazy that Stefon cheated on Cardi only a few weeks after they began dating, and it appears that Cardi is holding her ex accountable for it by sending insulting messages to another lady. Additionally, you are all aware that Cardi is not the kind to remain silent and let another woman interfere with her relationships, but you had better hang on to your lace fronts, because things are going to get messy. When these other ladies want to enter her partnerships, you should try this one since you ask Offset about it. Jade and the way when she tampered with Offset Jade's sister, Cardi jumped her, caught some smoke, and didn't even take any action with. Let's just say that this Cardi doesn't play and that she has only been dating Stefon for a few months, but it appears that she is prepared to throw hands. Offset supposedly came extremely close to going to prison over Ritzel. With any woman who attempts to sabotage their relationship, including his ex-girlfriend Sky Marlene. However, it appears like Sky is merely attempting to get her boyfriend back, as she has been causing a lot of drama in recent days. Fact turns out that she and Stefon never really broke up, and they kept secretly dating after he got with Cardi. This latest round of drama, though, started when Sky tweeted a couple images of her and Stefon looking real close now from the way. We've been here the entire time, so it's obvious that they never took a break. Let's get back in touch after being separated for months. But that's not all, since she also posted some screenshots of their text conversation, and the back and forth is fluid, warm, and honestly, it's too familiar and comfortable for people who haven't spoken in a long time, even though the messages do raise some wonderfully arched eyebrows. It sounds like they've been communicating behind the scenes constantly, but of course, Stefon is getting side-eye from fans who are saying, wait a minute. Because if he had been messaging her in this manner the whole time, he was with Cardi at the time, what's actually happening is that it's PR, but people are beginning to think that perhaps they were never truly apart and that perhaps he was keeping her near while playing house in public. She also stated that, I hate when a ninja acts like he wasn't just crashing out being a stalker, but I let him have his own social media and play my part so we can get his clout. She, following that, I don't post him. I am with him in real life, and we're doing it raw. Oh, she's brave because someone has to pull some strings right now to get Cardi a new guardian angel as soon as possible. Even after everything she's been through with Offset, the cheating scandals, the awkward public apologies, and the whole on-again, off-again roller coaster, she is actually working on something else. When Stefon Dogs entered the scene, people cautiously were hopeful that she was finally going to get a break. They thought, well, maybe this is the reset. She needed a clean slate and some peace for once, or at least a rebound. But no, of course not, as the most recent footage that has been making the rounds online suggests that Stefon may not be as clean as he seems after all. In fact, if there is any truth to some of these rumors, Cardi might. The streets are already speculating that Stefon could not have been as single as he claimed to be, and we've just walked right into another emotional catastrophe, like front row seat, y'all, and it's giving us deja vu heartbreak part 2. Taxing you all, and at this pace, Cardi deserves more than a vacation. She deserves a complete makeover in the romantic realm. However, we may be witnessing the start of yet another turbulent chapter, but fans. There was a lot of discussion about how Sky was a jealous, salty ex who simply couldn't get over Stefon, and she was accused of chasing clout herself and sharing old photos in an attempt to stir up conflict between Cardi and Offset. Unhappy that he had dated Cardi, but Sky made it plain that she would not allow fans to put up with her. For example, she revealed some further receipts that showed Stefon was still in her direct messages. She leaked photos of them together, and Stefon was upset about it. In the new text he wrote, Scotty, I hope you can truly have a combo when you're not unhappy because I realize you're upset, but that was a lot, man. Then Sky retorted, You don't F with me for real. You demonstrated that from the start of the day until the end. There's no need to act like it's cool. You can take one to the chin. I just attest the amount of disrespect and dishonesty you truly displayed. And no matter how you try to spin it, I've never done anything to you.
Good luck, Steph.
This isn't for me, he added. Shake my head. All right, stand up and stop doing this.
Tell me when.
From the looks of things, you're ready to be an adult. It seems like he didn't reject her. Instead, he was attempting to patch things up and wanted to keep their small relationship going behind Card's back. Sky then said, I'm cool, bro. I don't like ninjas that treat me like that or talk to me like that. I've never experienced something like that, so stop trying to switch. Back to you all. What's going on with the embarrassment? I peep game, and everything is okay. Not only that, but she also shared a photo of herself holding the phone, which she attempted to flaunt as though she had two phones. Cardi had finally had enough of Sky's antics, so she posted a thinly veiled warning on Instagram, stating, AR's got to face reality. She wasn't even trying to be subtle about it. She just wanted to show us that Stefon was FaceTiming her. Take off. She shared this video as well.
All of y'all like from the bottom of my shoelaces. You can't give nobody your heart no more. You can't. You can't give it. I'm not giving it. Don't give it. I'm giving it to 2,000.
Now, the crazy part about this is the drama happened only a few days after Cardi bragged about how Stefon was loving her right.
It's been a couple of weeks and I haven't addressed nothing because it's like, you know, when you got a gorgeous you and loving you from head to toe, it's like, I don't really give a what anybody say when you got a real fine nigga that loves you from head to toe. It's like, whatever. Gorgeous.
However, it's important to remember that he had an affair with Young Miami just a few weeks prior to being connected to Cardi. In late 2024, speculation that Young Miami and Stefon might be dating began when she was photographed on his 31st birthday. Dinner for a birthday at Carbone in Miami, she even shared a brief Instagram story with a number 31 and some birthday decorations before removing it, which naturally increased suspicion. Shortly after that, she appeared at the Houston Texans game, where Stefon's team plays, wearing some. They had a brief affair for a few weeks before Miami abruptly tweeted, I can't find a love and young rich outside and single, which fans undoubtedly interpreted as a clue that anything was happening between them. And given how terribly Diddy mistreated her during their time together, I can't even begin to picture how untidy Stefon was. Diddy actually had a kid on her, but she didn't drag or air him out like she did Stefon, which actually tells us a lot. The nasty aspect is that Stefon has also been under suspicion of having DLS with guys, according to rumors circulating the internet.
Like to date your sister.
What the hell? Diggs.
Why Diggs?
Man. No. We're gonna leave it like that. No.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stefon Diggs.
Why Diggs?
He's crazy. He's just outrageous. Don't know what he's gonna say. Just don't know what to expect every day. So he couldn't date my sister.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Least I should date my sister, Diggs. 100%.
Why Diggs?
Because he's not a guy that you want to bring home.
If you understand what I mean, he was even charged last year by a man named Chris Blake Griffin, who reportedly helped and drugged him. He went on a lengthy tirade on social media, attempting to expose Stefon Chris, saying, This is my life, bro. I don't know what you do with yours, but I am doing some stuff with mine, so it means something. He was a stylist for celebrities or something. I'm speaking from a factual standpoint. So here is a summary to condemn the dissemination of any misleading falsehoods. Since I was creating Liam Holmes' half-brother's clothing brand, which is similar to Forever 21's, I am familiar with Marshawn. As I worked on the line, Maran used to run my errands for his half-brother's requests. We didn't work near each other, but when he was there, he said, There are other guys I don't know. All of this derivation is that Stefon attempted to have sex with me, but I was spared, thank God. But weeks after his unsuccessful effort, I found out his secret, which upset him since I don't play that way and never have Marshawn recognize that I was. no longer associated with his half-brother, and because he's broke, which isn't even funny. He has 3 children and Stefon doesn't look after them because he didn't meet him till he was 12 or something. Stated that after the encounter, Stefon's brother robbed him and nearly jumped him, claiming that he saw a rift in their once strong bond and attempted to rob my crib for a collection of chrome hearts, a jacket with more than 100 crosses, several bags, etc. He asked, "What's up with all that chromish?" as soon as I stepped out of the lift. He tagged Pim and 2 crash outs to assist him, and they didn't care that there were no cameras because they liked me and wanted my mouth shut. Receiver, and wanted to leave me in my apartment after they cleaned it and took my valuables out. He concluded by saying, "It's not even all the tea, but everyone knows so much that they're going to run a narrative about theft to protect the fact that he me, before attempting to. Me. But in contrast to that productive thinker, I respectfully lead a completely straight life and don't experiment like him. However, the truth will come to light as it needs to, and I generate receipts like a printer, so you can all carry on in the comments revealing more about my life, you guys." Carly should have really waited for a better man since Stefon and Offset's relationship is simply too much for them to handle, and they're eager to kill that thing to anyone who would do it. Get down and dirty with them. But it appears that Cardi is prepared to commit to Stefon despite their past, and the drama his ex is causing them right now. If there's one thing we know about Miss Cardi B, it's that she will do what it takes to be with her partner. I don't mean to come across as a no-hater, but after years of infidelity scandals and humiliation to leave Offset, we're not even sure if she has truly left him. There's still a good potential that she will end up bringing him back. She is reportedly taking it out with an ex, which is not surprising given that she is rather accustomed to being cheated on. She seems to have jumped Jade and her sister for teasing Offset, but will she continue to stand with Stefon at the Met Gala and support him despite everything else? However, that sidekick might want to sleep with one night open because Cardi B has a history of saying things like, "Be careful with me." However, I wanted to hear what you all thought about this and what you thought about Offset and Stefon going together. Out like that, leave a remark below, and then watch this subsequent video.